Hey guys, TikTok here, and today I'm going to be showing you one of the best £350 PC builds on the market today. So this PC will be able to run games at high settings at a decent frame rate of over 60 FPS. Without any further ado guys, let's get straight into the video. Alright guys, before I get into all the parts, I just want to mention that the price for this PC is £355, which is the equivalent to $462, so it is quite a big price difference, but I will put in a few alternatives so you can lower the price. Alright guys, so the GPU I've picked for this PC build is the Gigabyte GTX 750 Ti, and you've more than likely heard about this graphics card before because it is really popular among the community. So it has 4GB of GDDR5 memory, which is perfect for gaming, and this will be able to run, I say, GTA at over 60 FPS at ultra settings. It's a really good graphics card, and that comes in at £125, and that is $163. Alright, so moving on to the CPU, I've picked the Intel Pentium G3258 for this build. It comes in around £70, which is $91, and it's an absolute steal. It's so powerful, it's one of the most powerful CPUs Intel have ever made, and alone it performs really well, but you can also overclock with the motherboard I've picked. So with the GTX 750 Ti and the G3258, be able to run most modern games at either high or ultra settings. The G3258, although isn't as powerful as the i7 or an i5 processor, still performs really well. So the motherboard I've picked for this build is the MSI Intel H81MP33, and with a price tag of £50, which is equivalent to $65, you can't go wrong. It can house all of your components very nicely, and if you're careful you can overclock, as I mentioned before, with the CPU I've picked. The motherboard also fits in most modern cases made nowadays. It's also very reliable and sturdy, won't break easily. It will also house all your components, as I said before, and with a price tag of just £50, I don't think you can go wrong with that. So the power supply I've chosen for this build is the EVGA 500 watt power supply. It comes in at £41, which is equivalent of $53, and is a very good 500 watt power supply. But if you're stretched for cash at the moment and you can't afford to spend £41 in it, I recommend EVGA 430 watt power supply, which is a bit cheaper, about $10, nearly £7. But be warned, if you go for a lower power supply wattage, it can affect your performance, and if you ever want to upgrade your GPU in the future to another, say, high-end one, they might need more wattage from your power supply, so I'd always recommend going for 500 or above. So the storage I picked for this build is a WD Blue 1TB hard disk drive, but if you aren't comfortable with the WD Blue brand, you can also go for a Western Digital or whatever brand you see fit. And if 1TB is too much for you, you can also go for the 500GB version, which is a good bit cheaper. The 1TB version is £42, which is $55, so I also expect the 500GB to be nearly half the price. If you go for the 500GB version, you always could just upgrade into another 500GB to make 1TB, but I always recommend going for 1TB if you're building a gaming PC. The last thing is the RAM. So the RAM I've picked is a 4GB version, which is DDR3 because it is the cheapest, around £24, which is $32. And 4GB might seem small at first, but you can always upgrade later on with another 4GB stick to make 8GB. 8GB is the minimum for gaming, I think, personally, but you can always just play with 4GB, it doesn't really matter. Alright guys, so the very last thing to choose from is a case. So case is really down to personal preference, like what colour you want, what brand you want, if you want a windowed case, non-windowed case, whatever. But what really matters guys is if your motherboard fits in your case. So look up the dimensions of the motherboard to make sure it fits in. I'll leave a few links down below to the cases I think would fit in good with this build. But anyway guys, that's where I'm going to leave off today's video. If you enjoyed today's video, please like, comment and subscribe guys, it would be awesome. So see you guys, and I hope you have a nice day.